when did these large organizations come on board with you? Because there's a big gap from obviously 17 to 2024.
For sure.
Yeah. When did you start having that success with these large organizations?
Yeah. So, we saw this shift early on, which was to do, an IoT solution, right? To deliver an advanced telematics solution for an OEM, there were a lot of puzzle pieces in the larger puzzle, meaning you had to have a lot of technology partners kind of work together.
Right.
When we spun out, we worked with a lot of small OEMs, call it 500 machines and less a year. Those 500 machines less a year might build a piece of mining equipment or construction equipment, agriculture equipment, and they're competing with the really big companies. Right? Those really big companies have really advanced technology, and the smaller companies need to be able to deploy something to be competitive out there, but they don't have the internal resources to do so. So they start partnering with companies like Elevate.
Right.
Part of that partnership, though, is being able to tie into key technical aspects of their component suppliers.
Right.
So for us, what we ended up doing was we worked with dozens, almost 100 plus of these OEMs around North America. And these OEMs work with all of these, now partners of ours, right? So they might be a Cummins engine OEM, right? They might be a Hydroforce cartridge valve OEM and so forth. So just inevitably by working together on this next generation of their machine, we start technically working with these suppliers.
Right.
Then the business and product side from these suppliers kind of reach out to us and say, hey, you guys have an interesting niche here. You guys are going after the market in a way that we haven't seen before. We'd like to figure out how to collaborate and, 1 + 1 = 3 type scenario.
Wow.
Yeah.
So just to zoom out a little bit for people that don't understand what you're actually offering, can you just give it, that person that's never heard of what you're doing?
For sure.
Can you just give us sort of a rundown?
Yeah. So we're a Fitbit for heavy machinery, right? Is the best way to put it. So we work with the manufacturer of the machines, the OEMs that build off-highway machinery. Off-highway for us means anything outside a factory wall. So bulldozers, mining equipment, agriculture, cranes, fire trucks, utility vehicles, and then wakeboard boats, right? So the people that build those equipment. We develop technology.
I didn't expect wakeboard boats.
Yeah, for sure. So it's tangential to what we do, but a lot of our partners sell into the wakeboard boat community.
Oh, okay.
And the wakeboard boat manufacturers have the same challenges that our off-highway folks do, right? The machines are becoming more complex. There's more technology being deployed in the machines. They need to have better service tools. They need to be able to update software over the air, know how the machines are being ran, what's the warranty, contracts on them and so forth. So that's what we do. We provide technology that connects those machines to the cloud. We connect the machines, we connect the businesses, and we connect the ecosystems together. So sharing data between the machine in the field back with the headquarters of the manufacturing facility, and then taking that data and sharing it with your service departments, your dealers, your key suppliers to ensure a better experience ultimately for the operator of that machine.
Okay, this is what I want to do the contrast of what you're doing then, because what before an Elevate is in there, what is then happening? Because there's a lot of this technology that's being pumped into these machines has been around now for a while, but it hasn't essentially been connected. So what was happening before? Like, was it just you did basically have to have someone go out there and run a diagnostics? Is that
for sure?
Yeah, that was the system.
So there was telematics in the industry always for the last 20 plus years, but it was from the perspective of the fleet operator. So if you're a fleet operator, there's a really valuable use cases for telematics around route tracking, utilization, some safety records, really given towards the operator and the fleet level. For the OEM themselves, though, you need a lot more of that information for your machine, because now you want to look at hydraulic systems, pumps, motors, valves, engines, transmissions, you name it, right? And so before Elevate, you would have to take a service tech, go out to the machine, take a programming cable, plug it into your controller, be able to see the diagnostic messages coming out, see what the issue is, go back to your service center, get the right parts. I mean, this is a massive problem that hits the entire industry.
Well, I bring it up because I had people in private, they would complain about some of the major OEMs. They would say like this new tech is like it was bogging down their operations.
Yeah, and a perfect storm's brewing too, where these machines are becoming more complex. You have a ton of people that are retiring out of the workforce that have a tremendous amount of knowledge about these machines, and we don't have enough young people coming in.
Yeah.
So you have this whole storm brewing, and these OEMs that we're working on, they're saying, how do we get ahead of this, right? How do we take data and information that's off of those machines, get it back to our headquarters, and be able to make recommendations on the service of those machines? Can we push a software update? How critical is that issue out there before it gets serviced, and so forth?